how I'm going to talk about the movie without spoiling anything.
We went and saw... What's the new Godzilla movie?
Godzilla New Empire.
New Empire, yeah. We went and saw that, and now we're going to talk about it. There might be spoilers. There's going to be spoilers. So if you just want to hear our opinions, then keep watching.
Yeah.
But if you don't mind spoilers, keep watching. Yeah.
You've been warned.
So I felt like they crammed way too much into one movie. Like, I feel like they should have had 3 or 4 movies with the amount that the new things that they threw into there. I would have loved to see a movie solely on the development of was it the Uni? What's her tribe's name?
Yeah.
But on the discovery and then, like, reuniting of that, and then, like, if they maybe the new Ice Dragon thing, I'm gonna call it the Ice Dragon.
Yeah.
If they started the movie with that and then showed how it ended up getting imprisoned, and, like, then the other half, or, like, 3/4 of the movie was their tribe getting back together and stuff like that, I feel like that would have been really cool. And then the pink water serpent thing.
Tiamat? Was it Tiamat?
That was really cool. I would have loved to see a movie on that.
Yeah, no, see, I didn't like how it was
the shortest...
let's cut to Kong just constantly getting his ass kicked. All right, now here's Godzilla one-offing
everything.
Dude, like...
he's in a battle royale and he's just wrecking. He's like, yep, there's 100 of us on this planet. I'm just going to knock them off one by one.
Shimo is the ice monster.
Shimo.
And is it just me, or did Godzilla and King Kong look smaller?
See, so I hate how they always seem to have an issue to keep the scale. It seems like they don't always scale it properly. Like, the one scene that was really weird looking to me was when the baby monkey was dragging the axe through the city.
Yeah.
That was a weird looking scene.
That just looked really
It just looked
odd.
really off.
Made him look really derpy.
I kind of felt that way through the whole movie, even in the vegetative, like, parts of it where there's palm trees everywhere. It just kind of looks, like, not blended well, if that makes sense.
So I guess this movie did have the smallest budget.
Did it?
Yeah, so far.
Oh.
So that might be why. But
it's weird that they had so many new monsters with the smallest budget.
So they did do... I think overall the movie looked fine. Like, it had, like, parts that were weird. But overall, I think the movie looked fine.
Yeah.
But my main issue, I have a lot of them, was actually... So the monster scenes were... I think, for the most part, all the monster scenes were great. If you look at it as strictly, let's watch these monsters fight, I think it was a pretty good movie overall. But all the people ruined it.
What? The characters?
Yes, the whole plot. Because it was essentially, here's the white guy making a joke. Now here's the black guy making a joke back at the white guy. Now here's the girl to tell us more about the whole plot of just info dump everything on us. And it was just constant transition between comedic relief to, let's info dump some more. Comedic relief, let's info dump some more. And it was just, so it was kind of what you're saying, like how it was just so condensed. It was just, it didn't like the story didn't feel organic to me because it was just constant
stuff
info
quick fillers so that you didn't have a million questions.
Yeah. So, like the fucking arm that they gave King Kong, he goes, oh yeah, by the way, that arm is back at this facility that we've been walking forever, but I'm gonna go get the ship. And then he just comes back, like,
yeah.
Like, it was so, like, here I am with the arm that just conveniently
We could have had a whole ass movie on King Kong having the, I don't know, weapons, armor, I don't know. Like, the development of that and then that going good or bad.
It was all like
it was never tested before and it went perfect. Like,
yeah, so I was expecting they're like, oh, this is the prototype. I was expecting like the arm to like start functioning wrong and shit, but no, it was just fine. Like, that bugged me.
There was something similar to that, and that's what I told you I couldn't remember at the end of the movie, is that I had a complaint that it didn't make sense, but I can't remember the scene. But I don't like when the movie stops me in my tracks when I'm watching it, and I'm like, wait, that doesn't make sense. Like,
they never explained who destroyed the camp. Because remember, Kong went down that long hole and then went to the second second area.
It was
Which-
the Scar guy with the whip.
Yeah. The-
But he was down in the caves. He was down in the other area.
He can come out, but he just didn't know where any of the portals were.
Oh
to go
wait,
to the
that was
surface.
because he had just broken out of that one area, and then he destroyed that. Because remember that there was the rocks, and then it caved in. That's what it was. Okay,
Yeah.
so he's the one that did that. Never mind, they did explain that.
I mean,
But like at the same time,
they didn't bluntly explain it.
No,
They just said that was an ape. That wasn't Kong.
yeah, that was the second area. Was pissed me off because it was like, what do they call it? Hollow Earth. I was like, oh, like my first thought was Hollow Earth 2. Like it was like, oh, here's a whole new area underneath the first area.
Yeah.
It's like fuck.
So also, now that you bring that up, I didn't even think about it until they came to the surface and were like, the sun. Is there a
Yeah.
sun down there?
After they explained that in the first one.
Did they?
Yeah.
Okay, I just don't remember that.
Yeah, I don't remember it either, but yeah, they explain it. But
Okay.
where's the sun in Hollow Earth
So
2?
it just said uncharted territory. I think it still counts as the same.
That's annoying.
That's really weird though that there's not like
And then him coming in after he just magically goes and gets that first spaceship with the Kong arm. He goes and gets their second spaceship and gets all the birds that just conveniently come back. Like, oh, it's mating season. Remember that?
yeah.
Just conveniently he goes, oh, I got a plan. It's crazy or some shit like that. And then he just takes off.
so the birds would have been nearby if that was their like area that they'd be in.
Yeah, but he just conveniently knows that they're over there and that it's mating season. Like, I get he's supposed to be like the pet guy, but like, come on. Everything's just so convenient in this movie, and that's what pissed me off.
You know what
That
it
is
felt
true.
like to me? It felt like the same people that made Guardians of the Galaxy made this movie. It felt
Or-
too much like that.
Too much like we're just on one line. See, shit kept going wrong and they kept going deeper. As soon as they found out that Outpost was fucked, why they're like, we gotta keep going. Like, shouldn't you report back to somebody and let them know the shit's all fucked?
Their
And then they had
their
the-
communications didn't work. They couldn't.
Their communications went down, so shouldn't they go back?
Well, because it was urgent that they get to the
They
SOS.
didn't know that. They don't know what the SOS is. They don't know.
Well,
if
yeah,
it's
but the kid
they
was
don't
having
know if
the
it's
premonitions.
but they don't know if it's a trap.
No.
Something's all fucked up, and they go in, no communication. There's something calling out to them.
I think they were calling.
They were
more-
all just making bad decisions the whole time. Everything just kept working out.
True. So nothing actually bad happened.
Nothing except for the one guy that we knew, the throwaway character that we knew was gonna get killed.
The asshole.
Like yeah, like the guy that was just like
He got ate by a tree.
the one and only military guy. Like we
Yeah.
knew, like we all know it's
Yeah.
like, oh, he's gonna die. When's it gonna happen? Like he was the only one. What
That
do you
part-
gotta say?
That part scared me.
Really? Yeah, I
Yeah.
jumped
Yeah,
a little
yeah.
bit.
It
Yeah.
made me jump.
Yeah, that's funny.
I don't know. I
Um,
liked the comedic parts of it though.
I I thought it was fine overall, but I also think it was just too Marvel movie. Yeah, too Marvel movie. I see what you're saying. Yeah, and when they were having the fight, the anti-gravity stuff felt a little extra too. Like they it felt like they were just spinning the cameras too much. I couldn't follow what was happening half the
Is
time.
it just me, or did the fight scenes seem way too human for big monster fights?
Seems too
The
Like-
whole movie kind of was
Well-
like that, where yeah, it was less.
Well, you
I
have
don't
to
know.
think Kong is, they're supposed to be apes and smarter.
I get
you know?
Kong specifically, but why does it seem like Godzilla was fighting more like a
When he suplexed King Kong, you mean?
dude? There's so many spots like you're saying the
Or when
the
they were
low
throwing
gravity
throwing
thing.
each other in the gravity. They
Yeah,
did that
like-
too. Sorry, my fear.
I don't know. Just the movements felt wrong, and the sizing was wrong.
And what about
It just made the whole
when
thing
he was
feel
beating
weird.
the monkeys with the other monkey?
That was intense.
That was funny.
I'm gonna take this child and beat the shit out of that
And
guy
he
with
starts
it.
beating him with the kid, then he throws the kid. No, but like, so literally so for me it felt like, I don't know if it's just because we're going into it knowing it's Godzilla and King Kong, but it didn't feel like any fight where Godzilla was in or Kong was in that they were going to lose. Like, it didn't feel like anything was actually on the line.
Oh yeah, not at all. It didn't feel like either one of those two guys were as scary as, like the two ultra villains or whatever were gonna have any chance to win.
Right.
Yeah, no.
Like they didn't.
They,
Would
they
make more
didn't
sense
show
if
their
they would've, like,
strength enough.
conquered part of a continent first or something.
Or took out another stronger Titan or something.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
no, but he's like, oh yeah, no, I just conveniently have this Titan on a leash here. Like,
I think the urgency was more to keep him from getting
the next Ice Age. But they didn't portray that very well.
right.
Could have at least like
That-
turned one of the layers
The
into an
info
ice
dumping
age.
in that part when like the telepathic people, when she's in the temple, she goes, oh, this is
Yeah.
temple writing, this is gonna happen, and then this, and then this, and then this, and then this, and
How
then
did
this,
you
and
know
then
that?
this.
Yeah.
Remember that pissed me
Yeah.
off. I'm like, this is stupid, this is a lot.
So the little girl's deaf, right?
Yes.
Okay. So she can't read all that either, right?
No, she can't because it's her tribe's stuff.
She can read that?
She can,
Okay.
yeah.
I thought she'd like would recognize it, but that wasn't like a language that they
No,
used
that
at
was
Skull
no, that
Island.
was no. That's
Okay.
what they said that in the movie
Okay.
at the beginning when they first started finding the temples. Yeah.
I like how Mothra just spawns.
Yeah, Mothra's just there and
Just-
all this, and literally it's just like, we're just an overpowered team. We're gonna.
Teleports
Yeah.
in. What did Mothra do?
She
Aside from calm Godzilla the fuck
she
down.
calmed Godzilla down. She saved a couple of people.
She saved the
Didn't
same people
didn't-
twice.
Didn't she? She kind of messed up. She helped Kong out a little bit.
She's a healer, and I didn't see any heals.
So that's what she was doing. She was helping out. She was the medic, but like not like heals.
She had to reseal the
So is the
The city.
Godzilla movie where he fights Hydra? Is that not a part of this universe?
You talking about Ghidorah?
Ghidorah, yeah.
The three-headed.
The Hydra, yeah.
No, that should be a part of this universe.
Is that a part of this universe?
Yeah.
So there's 3 movies in this universe, right? This one, then Godzilla vs. Kong, and then this one?
Well, Godzilla, then
Because
Godzilla,
haven't we seen Mothra
King of
before?
Monsters. Yeah, Mothra was in that one.
So then why is it that she
Mothra
hasn't
died.
been alive? Hold on, I gotta look this up now, because I'm pretty sure like they said that she hasn't been around, that she hasn't been here for so long.
Maybe
That's why
hasn't
they
been
needed the
there.
child.
She was buried in ice or something on the surface, wasn't she?
No, man.
Because that's when they
How
started.
many Godzilla movies in current cinematic universe?
Dude, while we're on the topic, holy shit, that bridge, that bone bridge.
The Bone Bridge, yeah.
What was that?
yeah, what was that thing?
Oh, that was big, huh?
That was
Didn't even
huge.
think about that.
I was like, dude, the second we seen that, I was like, God damn! And they're talking about these ancient creatures and stuff, and then we look at him and he's a little bit bigger than Godzilla. And I'm like, no, who's that? And what killed it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, why aren't there no more of them?
What? No, this is not what I want. Yeah, so Godzilla King of Monsters is a part of it.
Yeah.
So why the... I'm so confused
Because it
about-
hasn't been down there.
I thought it was
It's
like...
been locked. It was locked away on the surface world.
I didn't think it was I thought it was like... She was like... I thought it was like she's been gone for like a long time type thing.
I see what you're saying.
Well, to them, she has.
right, because she was up.
So she doesn't know how to get back down there, is what you're saying?
No. She died. She had to be revived. She died in King of Monsters.
Oh. What? So the girl revived her?
Yeah. That's why she...
That's really dumb.
I'm like 99% sure because she gets stabbed. because she's trying to help Godzilla out, and then the other one just fucking
Didn't I cry?
and then yeah,
That's the puzzled look
and then she's
that I
like,
gave you. Was like, wait, I'm pretty
and
sure I
she's
remember
trying to fly
crying.
away, and she's like cripple flying, and she lands on Godzilla and gives him the rest of her life force.
Oh man.
Pretty sure. I've seen so many Godzilla movies now.
Yeah, the ancient hollow earth temple is the real key to Mothra's resurrection. So apparently Monarch has an egg that we just were supposed to assume was Mothra.
Remember, it was behind the waterfall.
I don't remember.
It was behind the waterfall, and it was a rainy day, and all of a sudden the waterfall starts glowing, and it's like throbbing, and then Mothra goes
Yeah, I remember
on
that.
the waterfall.
I feel like I kind of remember that now, yeah.
And flies away and goes towards Godzilla.
So about this movie, what would you rate it? Overall, it's just a fun monster movie. What would you rate it?
Oh, not compared to their other movies?
Not compared to the
Oh.
other movies, just like on its own, on a standalone.
So I've rewatched all of the other Godzilla movies, aside from I've only seen Shin Godzilla once because I've recently seen that. I would rewatch all of those movies again. I don't know if I would rewatch this one. I might, just so I can see if there's some things that I missed throughout it, but I don't know if I'd watch it
See,
again.
I feel like there's too much story for me. I wouldn't want to watch it just because I feel like there's a lot of story.
It's too fast and crammed.
Yeah.
Cause like
And there's too many monster fight scenes, and they were too quick.
yeah,
There were a lot of monster fight scenes.
I wish they were like less fight scenes and more drawn out.
yeah.
Like, make us feel like some shit, you know. But I understand why they were letting Godzilla one-shot everything, because it was like he's becoming stronger and stronger through each one, you know, let him, like, they're just trying to show his power.
And now they're portraying him as this like cute puppy that sleeps in the Coliseum, like big scary
me laugh.
He is
Godzilla.
big, yeah, but when he's done,
I know.
when he's done, he literally just sleeps and fights. That's what he does.
Yeah, okay, so I guess you could portray it more as like he's this big badass. He can do whatever he wants. He's gonna go sleep in the Coliseum.
That's, yeah.
Like, this is mine now, bitch. You can't do anything about it.
Right.
My thought was like, it's like a cat.
Why was he getting bombed?
Yeah, why did the fighter jets just randomly
Remember
start?
that?
Yeah, I was confused about that too. I was like, why are they shooting missiles at him?
The nuclear reactor?
Because they were just following him to see where he was getting his energy from. To see,
I
They were like,
I
where's he
vaguely
going?
remember it.
And then all of a sudden, there's 50 drones shooting missiles at him.
Yeah, I don't know what that was about.
What?
And nobody was like, we have to launch these missiles. Like, nobody said anything. All of a sudden, they were just blasting him.
They didn't even say who it was.
No.
Like, I remember her saying some comment about what is it? You can blame him and say whatever you want, but don't use him as a scapegoat. And
Yeah.
then all of a sudden
then
he's
the-
getting bombed by somebody.
Yeah. I noticed that too.
Was that you?
No. Yeah, it was me.
I don't know.
I liked it. Like, I'm glad I went and saw it in the theater because I'd probably never watch it again.
That theater speakers weren't the best either.
No.
Chairs are really comfy, but the speakers,
Yeah, and the fact that they just like kept bringing food into people was
dude, that was driving me
annoying.
nuts.
Yeah, I'm not sure I'm a fan of that.
The whole shut the
Mm.
fuck up and shut everything off for a movie is just totally gone now.
There were
Yeah.
people with like their flashlights and shit.
Yeah.
And like then there was the people that wouldn't shut up behind us and like, ugh. Don't go to a theater if you're just gonna talk.
It was an okay movie. I probably won't watch it again, but you know, it was
I
fun.
might watch it one more time just to make sure I've seen everything.
I don't know, like
But also, I think it's just going to piss me off.
once it was just Kong in his universe, it really just feels like monkey movie. Like
Yeah.
it doesn't feel like Kong, this big, strong ape. It just feels like monkey movie.
Yeah.
You know, that's
Because everything... so, like, that comes into the size perspective thing again.
yeah.
like King Kong, like you think about it and you're like, oh yeah, he's the best and biggest out of all of them, but he's the only one. So like, there's no perspective compared to his kin. And
Right.
then now we see him, and the whole movie's in Hollow Earth except for about fucking 10 minutes.
Yeah.
So the whole movie is everything that's large portion, same size. Mosquitoes
Right,
are
yeah.
this fucking big, like.
Right.
So like, as a big monster movie, it's not anymore.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like it.
It didn't like wasn't one I haven't refreshed on the Godzilla movies, but like it was like an older one where like she laid eggs in the city.
So that's
That-
completely unrelated
Nobody
to all the other
likes
ones.
that.
That's Godzilla
Nobody
2000,
likes that
right?
one.
No
No,
one
that
likes
was
that
just
one?
called Godzilla.
It's not Godzilla 2000?
That isn't that the one after it? Didn't they make another one?
Oh, that might have been the sequel. I know what you're talking about. It's got it's Pablo. Is that what we called him? I can't remember.
What?
But
No.
it's the one in New York, and yeah, it has a bunch of egg babies,
Yeah.
and then they're like coming alive like a
Yeah.
fucking Alien vs Predator
And
movie.
and it's like they kind of like velociraptors.
I liked that one.
I did like that movie. I didn't
liked it.
like it as a Godzilla universe movie, but I did like that movie. There's so many of the Godzillas are
I
out of
can't
universe.
type in Godzilla movie to find that movie because
Godzilla 2000.
it's not Godzilla 2000.
2013,
It didn't come out in 2013.
2006,
Why are you just giving me numbers?
early 2000.
really.
You're bad at looking things up.
You're
Come on, hurry up. How does it feel?
Help.
I think it's 2003.
so it has its own article under Zilla. Zilla is a
Zilla.
fictional monster. Yeah, it's Godzilla. It was made in 1998. Godzilla 2000 was released in 99, and it's not related, I don't think.
So many Godzilla movies.
2000 is not related.
How many you gotta make though? Like,
I like Godzilla movies. I think they're fun.
I love the different, yeah.
Yeah, this just looks like a T-Rex terrorizing. None that I remember.
what the?
Oh yeah, that was a weird looking one. They did a weird thing with its head.
It was fun though. I really liked that one when I was a kid. But yeah, it's not Godzilla movie.
It was almost like Jurassic Park feel with the runaways from like a big scary creature and like
Yeah.
the weather and stuff like that. The way that they did it.
We need to watch that again. We should watch all the Godzilla movies.
That's gonna
We
be
could
longer than
review
watch.
all of the Godzilla movies in chronological order.
We could have a live stream and record and just sit here and watch, and then we could commentate on it while we were watching it.
On Twitch. 'Cause
Twitch.
they allow everything on Twitch.
Yeah.
Why couldn't we do it on YouTube?
Because it's copyright shit. And actually, you might not be able to watch full-ass movies on Twitch.
No. Our viewers aren't gonna watch it.
We could just go hit play now. Boop. And then-
Starting this
if-
movie.
So if they wanted to watch it with us.
Starting that
Yeah,
movie.
it's not very fun if they're not watching it with us, babe.
Yeah. So it's just they're watching us watch a movie.
That's boring.
True. Well, we could just sit here and then watch the whole thing, and then like when we have a
Review
problem
it?
with it, hit record and be like blah 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 blah, and then stop and start watching it again.
I don't know why.
That way-
I don't know why I want to be such a hater towards this movie, but I do.
Cause the whole thing felt weird. Like
The whole movie felt very rushed,
yeah.
and
Like-
nothing felt like it was actually on the line.
They
ever.
were rushing. Like, the characters were
Yeah.
rushing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but like it didn't feel like the characters were in dire stress, and that's why the movie was moving fast. It felt like the movie was moving fast just because they were trying to give you so much information so quickly.
Yeah.
It'd be different if it was like, you know, man, that movie felt really fast because the characters were like frantic as fuck the whole time. Like Panic Room, that movie is a high adrenaline movie. Don't know if you've ever seen that.
No.
It
I've
essentially
heard of
just
it.
takes place in a panic room, and like.
But is
you
that
know,
fair to compare to
No, it's
Godzilla?
not. What I'm saying, like, it has like it keeps your anticipation, and like
But I never had any anticipation and adrenaline. It just felt like they were like, oh, I gotta hurry up and do this.
Yeah, no, I didn't feel any of that.
Like when Godzilla started whooping Kong's ass, and then
Right.
they were going back and forth on the
Even
desert. I was
when
like,
they're dropping out of the sky, because there was that
the
next
gravity.
the next impulse, the electrical impulse.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and then like they're falling out of the sky. And I was not like, oh no.
They
Like,
were freaking out, but I was like, the thing's made out of the strongest metal in the world. Like, it's just gonna hit the ground and be fine.
right.
Like, it just went through to get to Hollow Earth, which was so many G-forces and shredding materials. Like, if it would just fell from 50 feet in the air, it's gonna be fine. Like, come on.
Yeah. So it was fine. Could have been better. That's
Yeah.
my final review.
So that... Oh, sorry.
It wasn't bad. It was pretty good, but I wouldn't go see it again in theater, and I wouldn't buy it. I probably wouldn't. I liked the one better where it was all the monsters together. What one's that one?
King of Monsters.
The King of Monsters.
The one with Ghidorah?
Yeah, that one's my favorite one.
That one was good. I like that one.